Hogwarts Legacy, the final preview. And I believe this is from IGN. So let's take a look. By the way, I'm definitely going to be getting this. Like, it looks really, really good. And if it turns out to be crappy, that would suck, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
So this is the Hogwarts Legacy final preview from IGN. People asked me to watch this. I figure I'll give it a short look. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, that looks pretty cool.
We do not live in a world rich with great Harry Potter games. Nobody.
No, I feel like we don't. Every Harry
That's
Potter
very
game
true.
I've ever fucking seen is some dog shit ass garbage.
Yeah.
Harbors warm feelings for the horde of chintzy, cynical movie tie-ins that plagued the PS2 and Xbox during the mid-2000s. So, when Portkey Games unveiled the big-budget Hogwarts Legacy in 2020,
people were
excited.
excited.
Clear that the studio was aiming spectacularly high with its interpretation of Harry Potter. After a 2-hour hands-on, I can say with confidence that the wizarding world has rarely looked better. The lilting charm, cockeyed whimsy, and high fantasy hijinks of Hogwarts Legacy is rendered with dogmatic servitude to the books, while the combat and exploration, the game part of this video...
I mean, I think what he... Sorry, obviously that was a lot of thesaurus, thesaurus action there. What he's really saying is, like, it's a lot like the books. Yeah.
Game is robust enough to rope in more casual fans of the fiction.
That's what really matters.
Unfortunately, it's all happening at the exact moment the world is reconsidering their lifelong ties to one of the greatest stories ever told. If you haven't been keeping up with the information drip, Hogwarts Legacy takes place in the late 19th century.
Right.
And therefore it operates independently from some of the more familiar touchstones of Potter lore. No Voldemort.
Which I think is smart. Like, they need to stop. Like, this is the same thing I've said before with, like, other types of series.
Because it also reduces the chance of getting pushback from the fans if you're not, like, doing your own spin on a villain or main character. So, I think it's just overall, like, a good idea. Like, with Halo and stuff, what they did with Master Chief and they took off his helmet, I think it was really stupid. Like, they should have just had, like, a whole new cast instead of trying to make Master Chief, like, more human or something like that.
It's like Halo is like, stop making everything about, like, Master Chief. Like, make a larger, broader world that can exist beyond just one singular character, if that's what you want to do. And I think that's what they had to do. Like, you know, like with Warcraft, I think they did a great job with that, with Warcraft 3.
No Dumbledore, no multitude of Weasley surnames. You play as a fifth-year transfer student that will be built with a potent character creator, denoting complexion, hair color, eyebrow shading, and yes, body types, vocal tenor, and the choice to be referred to as either a witch or a wizard.
Okay,
Afterwards, you'll be quickly implanted directly into the day-to-day scholastic rhythms of Hogwarts.
Oh, good.
My time with the game was...
I do think they kind of needed that, because let's be fair, it's Hogwarts, so it's going to be a lot of the people who are really into the books, and a lot of them seem to lean into that kind of rhetoric. So, I mean, I'm assuming, honestly, I don't really care.
It's brokered into two major sections. A treacherous story chapter where I was asked to both infiltrate and destabilize a nefarious dragon cockfighting ring.
We watched that.
A dulcet
That's
afternoon
really cool.
on the castle grounds. Where I
dragon cockfighting, that sounds a lot like Dragon Flight.
Solved side quests, played minigames, and soaked in the Persona-like splendor of simply hanging out at school. The combat was the highlight for me, which I was not expecting. In previous Potter games, the Quicksilver Wizard clashes in the books are reduced to dull, rote, third-person shooting galleries.
I've never seen a Harry Potter game before this that had any type of interesting combat. It was always dumb.
And Hermione taking on an endless series of identical Death Eaters who all seem to brandish magical facsimiles of shotguns and sniper rifles. Hogwarts Legacy changes the formula considerably. Despite the projectiles ricocheting back and forth across the arenas, the game functions more like a Ninja Gaiden-esque combo masher. Your character automatically locks onto wherever they're facing, And the hocus pocus that comes cascading out of your wand can be chained together like a screen-filling, health bar obliterating Marvel vs.
That's really
Capcom
cool.
tsunami. Game direct.
Yeah, I think that's really important, and it's also like it's the power fantasy of being a wizard. It's not about being challenging; it's just a power fantasy and how cool it is to play.
Alan exactly. Compares the system to a sort of long-range dueling. Your arsenal is mapped to the face buttons, and after messing around with the controls for a few minutes, I was able to come up with some wild, improvised concoctions. I'd Leviosa my enemy into the air, tag them with some basic filler casts, pull them in close with an Accio before setting them aflame with the Incendio. The physics engine absolutely revels in your chaos. Bodies fly across the map like they've become weightless and boneless at the mercy of your command.
Yeah, it's badass.
Harry Potter video games have tried and failed to replicate the fiction's unique take on spellcasting for decades.
Yeah.
Portkey seems to have established a structure that will likely be aped for years to come.
Yeah, I do think that after seeing this seems like something that a lot of people will do in the future too.
It makes sense though. It's like when Batman came out and their combat system, like they kind of just went with it after that because it works. It was good.
My stint wandering around Hogwarts
I do find it funny.
Itself
Like they make
wasn't
like noises
quite
when you
as
hit
exciting
them.
as my trip to the Dragon's Den. My character enjoyed a peaceful free roam back at home on the back of their flying broom, the Roach of Hogwarts Legacy, where they poked around nooks and crannies of the castle, soaking up collectibles, deciphering basic puzzles, and completing the menial tasks assigned to me by my classmates. One of them...
I do think that like this game has like a tremendous amount of wasted potential if there's not the ability to make online like RP servers the same way Red Dead and GTA have. I think that if you were able to do that with Hogwarts Legacy,
that's
you would
absolutely
have a completely
true.
Fucking
like you're talking like bigger than GTA, at least in my opinion.
An amazing game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there's no online, and why not? Why are they not able to do this?
Accidentally put a charm
I don't
on her books
understand.
that caused them to flutter around in the air. I Acio'd them back into her possession. Outside, in a courtyard, I joined a round of what can only be described as wizard's curling. My adversary and I used our wands to usher a set of leather balls down a wooden platform.
Okay.
The closer they got to the edge without falling off, the more points we'd score. These distractions were pretty lightweight. Portkey didn't allow
like
us
carnival
to
games.
delve into, say, potions class or a meaty side quest digression, which
Okay.
left me hoping that Hogwarts Legacy will include some finer character moments outside of the core campaign. Let us broker a genuine camaraderie with the other denizens of the school. A Harry Potter game can only hit its marks if, by the end of the runtime, we're willing to lay down our lives for a kindly groundskeeper or an eccentric headmaster. It should also be said that Hogwarts Legacy appears to be swimming
I
in
don't
the
know about that.
darker
I don't really
edges
care
of the
about that.
canon. It was shocking to see that
Which is smart. Like nobody wants to see some fucking Disney shit.
Yeah.
one of the spells on my combat hotbar was Crucio, better known to the layman as the torture spell, which inflicts
Nice.
searing white-hot pain in its target. In the Harry Potter universe, Crucio is one of the 3 unforgivable curses, a huge no-no. Perhaps these are the themes Hogwarts Legacy intends to deal with.
Of course they should, because it's more
Yeah.
interesting.
How did
Absolutely.
Crucio become unforgivable anyways?
I mean, that's what I was talking about with the previous video on this, was I really hope that there's maybe an evil route you can kind of go lean into. Maybe as the game like progresses, like who knows, maybe there's a Hogwarts Legacy 2 kind of thing where you can move your data over, which I think would be really cool. Where you can kind of build yourself as like the next Voldemort.
Yeah.
Some of the finishing moves equipped my character were
Obviously not
similarly
to,
macabre.
like,
After
that
charging
degree
up
of
a
freedom,
meter and
but-
tapping the 2 shoulder buttons, my avatar could reduce a rival wizard into a pile of sooty Looney Tunes dust. The Harry Potter books
Freaking
are centered around the
disenchanted,
purity
yeah.
of teenaged friendship, so it is weird to watch a 5th year take a life. Again, maybe Hogwarts Legacy...
Yeah, you run around, you're a little kid, and you just go around killing people.
Yep.
That's right. Welcome to video games.
intends to explore some of those questions. On first brush, though, it's pretty jarring.
I don't know about that. I think that's kind of funny.
Agree.
They must have only just captured her. putting up quite the fight.
Of course, anyone who chooses to play Hogwarts Legacy must contend with all sorts of contradictions, most of which are far more important than the usual dissonance we tend to find in video games.
Like what?
J.K. Rowling has established herself as one of the most prominent anti-trans mouthpieces on the planet.
Less drama.
Character creator in Hogwarts Legacy offers a huge amount of gender diversity, but that cannot change the fact that the author of these books remains the proprietor of the Harry Potter intellectual property.
Okay.
If purchasing this video
I actually don't know why IGN is even bringing this up. Seems a little weird to me.
game feels like a tacit endorsement of Rowling's retrograde worldview, nobody can say you're wrong. I spoke with Alan, too, about these questions during my visit.
Well, I think anybody can say that you're wrong. Like, if you buy a book, it doesn't mean that you agree with everything that the guy that wrote the book thinks.
Like Disney. Do you like Disney movies?
Most people don't do that. Like, I would say the majority of people
do you
don't
know Walt Disney?
And you can
Guy
read
wasn't
the
a
results
good
of our
dude.
Conversation on IGN, but you're not likely to find a
Or at least
clean
his
answer
viewpoints
to those
were.
concerns.
Some of them were really messed
It
up.
looks like we're finally getting a good Harry Potter game. Shouldn't it feel better than this?
It does. I think everybody else is excited about it.
Yeah, except for
Everybody's
some
happy
people.
about this except for, like, a handful of people.
For more on Hogwarts Legacy,
Literal
check out the
handful.
official cinematic
Like,
trailer as well
maybe
as
a
some
dozen
Dark
or so.
Arts Battle
Yeah.
Arena gameplay. And for everything else in the world of
I
video
think the
games,
sales are going to
stick
show
with
it.
IGN.
Like, the sales for this game is going
I
to be
think
off the
here's
charts.
the truth, right? Is that if IGN really thought that by, let me make sure. Okay, we need one more person. If IGN really thought that by playing Harry Potter, they were supporting somebody who was, you know, going to reduce and take away trans rights or something like that, they wouldn't make content about the game. They wouldn't do that. So the only two alternatives you have is that they don't really believe this, or they do believe it, but they would rather just make money doing it. So, like, how can you do something for making money and then criticize other people for doing it just for entertainment? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's even worse.
A silly take? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't really make sense to me. What are the comments on the video? I'll read a few of them.
And that's why I didn't know why they even brought it up. It's a lose-lose. Like, people are going to be mad at IGN kind of no matter what. Not mad at them, but it's like, you weren't going to gain anything by bringing it up. It's kind of dumb.
In a minute. And so bang some witches in Hogwarts, bro. Exactly. Realty check from the game are using anti-trans organizations, though. That's nice, but that has nothing to do with people wanting to buy a video game and play a video game. If you don't understand that, then I think that you've just completely lost the plot. Like, this is not relevant to anybody else. Like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, that's dumb. Like, I just want to play the game, though. People just like drama, yeah. And that's it. And I think this is one of the things that a lot of people might not really understand. And I don't know why. I mean, how many times I'll have to say that? But, like, nobody gives a shit what you think, right? And also, like, again, like the IGN, like, obviously they don't really think that it's supporting, you know, anti-trans people, because if they did, they would not make videos about it. So, like, so either they are you have to look at it, right? Either they are okay with promoting something that is a vehicle to hurt trans people for money, or they don't actually believe it.
It's one or the other. Yep.
There you go. Not really a lot to say. Let's see here. It's fucking Twitter issue. No one cares about this in real life. No, nobody gives a shit. When IGN is skeptical, you know you've got a great game. I'm really interested to see the final review and score. I'm sure it won't be biased at all. The truth is that what gaming websites determine as being a good or a bad game is not particularly important to the average person. This is not a big deal.
Even to anyone else. I don't know anyone who, like, among my friends that play games, that give two shits about reviewers. Especially reviewers like from Kotaku and IGN and stuff. Like, just because they've kind of burnt too many like bridges, not bridges, but like they suck at their job. So it's like, why would you take them seriously?
You guys remember IGN gave a 7 of 10 to the Netflix Resident Evil series, strongest adaptation yet. Guys all over the place, so aggressively previewing the game, it's hard to tell whether they like it or they don't. Well, I don't know. I mean, you're literally hurting the hardworking developers more than you will ever hurt J.K. Rowling by boycotting this game. Feels pretty damn spectacular. I mean, Hogwarts Legacy looks amazing. I do hope that if Hogwarts Legacy comes out and it's not very good, people don't pretend it's good to own these other guys. It's
That's
okay.
True. And it's the same way where if it's like not good and it doesn't sell well, people don't use that to be like, oh, look, we won, like against J.K. Rowling.
If the game comes out and it's not that great and people are like, this game sucks, and like that's it, because they will, and that's what I'm kind of concerned about, because it's going to be like so fucking cringe if people start doing that.
Yeah.
And I definitely will. Yeah. Thinking they can earn a billionaire? Well, I just think this is the way that people think about this kind of stuff. And I probably will for a week. Yeah, sure. Either way, I mean, I'll play the game. We'll see what it's like, and we'll go from there. That's it.
I mean, a lot of people, these people act like J.K. Rowling's going to need this game to continue to be rich. No. Royalties alone, this lady is set for life. Nothing you can do about it.
I never listen to people's reviews of games, only when the good reviews. Same thing happened to Callisto Protocol, but I had a lot of fun with Callisto Protocol. I do think that most people would enjoy video games more if they stopped consuming negative content about those games.
That's fair.
Really what I'm saying is ignorance is bliss. Yes.
That is very true also.
Stop spending all your time, trying to micro dissect a video game if you want to.
Yeah, it's the same when you really min-max a game, like you kind of take the fun out of it for most people. There are some people who that is their enjoyment of the game. But the problem is like for the people who don't like it, they feel like when they have, feel like they have to. WoW rating was like that. I don't know if it's still like that with Dragonflight, but it definitely felt like it. It's just not fun.
To enjoy it. That's not how you enjoy something. Like, holy shit. Like, calm down, chill out.
Yeah.
Callisto is super
a game.
short. I mean, I didn't play it, so I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. The controversy is going to help the game.
I doubt it. I don't think it's going to hurt it or help it.
Views perpetuated within the game or book, then yes, boycott it. I just think that as soon as you start telling somebody else what to do, you lose.
Yeah.
Like, you lose people's
interest.
You lose people's, like, willingness
attention.
To listen to you.
Yeah. Either way. Like, they're not going to want to hear anything else after that. Like, they're basically in their head, they're just like, go fuck yourself.
Literally all there is to it. Yeah, like, nobody cares what you think. Like, you're telling people to boycott something.
It doesn't
nobody
work.
Gives a fuck. Stop trying to make me pick up your torch and carry your battle standard. Stop it.
It'd be different if, like, J.K. Rowling actively attacked, like, a trans person. Like, actually with the gun or, like, a hammer or a bat or something like that, and it was proof that she was going around, like, hunting them. Like, that'd be completely different. She'd go to jail for one thing. But her, like, hurting their feelings, a lot of people just don't care. Because a lot of people don't even have anyone in their life that is trans to begin with. And I'll be honest, for the ones that do, a lot of them don't care about J.K. Rowling, so. Or at least the ones I've seen. Like, I don't have a lot of them or anything like that, but I just don't see it. Because it's like, it's the same way when people talk bad about, like, my race of people. I'm not gonna say what, but like, I just don't care. Like, it's okay, that's what you think. I kind of an asshole, so I'm not gonna listen to anything else you say. But that's about it. That's as far as it goes.
Shut up.
Yeah. That was weird. I really wish IGN did not include that the Twitter drama into their review. That's just stupid to me. Has nothing to do with the game. Should not have been mentioned at all. Like, if I was someone at IGN and I was like up there, I would probably fire this reviewer because he added like, there was no reason for them. That's like adding politics to a game review. It's like, what is wrong with you? It's idiot. Because that's not why people would click on the video to begin with. Like, it's just so stupid. I would have maybe mentioned the drama, like, maybe. Even then, I wouldn't. But all right. So that was Hogwarts Legacy. I am getting it. Has nothing to do with J.K. Rowling. Her opinions on anything. I really don't care. The game looks cool, looks fun. I'm gonna get it. That's about it.